everyone. Welcome to the Blissful Living Show. We are airing live and in living color, so to speak. Right now, normally I do this show. It's broadcast over the airwaves, and it's not a live show, and you don't get to see our pretty faces. But today is a special day because I've got some phenomenal ladies with me. Wait a minute. Let me backtrack. I have some unstoppable, fearless,
yes,
and unfuckwithable women with me today. And we are going to talk a little bit all about being unstoppable. And these ladies are going to share their wisdom and their beauty. They're beautiful. Look at them. They're beautiful. You get to see us live, and you get to see me really act a fool live instead of just listening to me do it on the airwaves. But as you know, I'm Rochele Lawson, known as the Queen of Feeling Fabulous. And I have my beautiful guest, Bessie, which I'm going to let her tell you a little bit more about herself and what she does, as well as Meilin, who's also going to tell you a little bit about herself and what she does. And you know what's really special is because we're worldwide. Meilin is in Germany, Bessie's on the East Coast, I'm in the Central Coast. And so, just heard a voice out of my technology.
Still on it.
Oh, okay. Don't be on it then. I'm sorry. Did you guys hear that? Like, on it. Yes. Yeah, we know we're on it. And I guess the world knows
we're on it.
So, everybody, again, I'm very excited. And the reason why I'm excited is because these ladies are part of a collaborative project that I had envisioned in the early part of last year. And these ladies said yes, didn't really know me or know much about me, but understood the message and the power that we're trying to bring forth with our message in this project. And the project is called Unstoppable. It's a collaborative book project. I may or may have not talked to you, or you may have seen me send a message to you and discounted or kicked me to the curb, and that's cool too. But these ladies did not do that because they knew, again, the value of sharing the words of wisdom for our future female generations. And so Unstoppable is all about being fierce, fearless, and basically unfuckwithable in life and business. And we all have come and had situations in our lives where we've had to really be brave, have that courage, and be bold and step forward. And it's just that one thing, that one little thing that ignited us to step forward instead of staying stuck or taking steps back, that makes us that fierce, fearless, and unfuckwithable woman and being unstoppable in life. And so don't get all caught up in the bad word and the title of the book, because the book is really more about being unstoppable. And that word just kind of describes the essence that we women have to be sometimes in order to do our greatness and to step into our purpose. So let me tell you about the guests, because I'm so excited. The book is going to roll out next month. We want all of you, everybody watching this, to leave a comment. If you like this show, again, subscribe to the show. Leave a comment. We're here to live chat with you. If you have any questions for the authors while we're doing our thing, please comment, chat, and we will get your questions answered and give you opportunity to really get to know these ladies. So the first one, let me tell you a little bit about Miss Bessie. She's got the pretty red on with the big hoop earrings, looking absolutely stellar. Let me tell you about her. So Miss Bessie is a licensed social worker serving children and their families for the city of Philadelphia. She is the founder and inventor and owner of the Baby Bottle Brush Bib Company. Yes, love it. A baby product company that specializes in unique baby products. She is determined to be a game changer for the baby product industry. Not only does she want to help frustrated parents, but she also wants to partner with like-minded entrepreneurs that can see her vision and see her dream of really, really game-changing the baby product industry. So that is guest number one. The next guest that comes all the way to us from the beautiful country of Germany, and I'll let her tell you more about all of that, Meilin. And Meilin is one of the authors in the book as well. Authors, artists, and enlightened entrepreneurs hire her, the sorceress, to live fully in their oneness. Isn't that beautiful? They love how her clear and direct presence ignites everlasting momentum for them. Definitely unstoppable. To feel how their vibration is raised, to perceive their own unique beauty. Love that. To experience her placed impulse rippling out in lush waves and creating pure abundance and joy in their life. Oh my gosh, I'm just like, I feel so yummy just reading this. She is a
Thank you.
world renowned artist, moderator, and healer, reaches a worldwide audience on her own podcast, Moving to Oneness, and in peace events that are held all over the place. She has facilitated thousands to reconnect with their wisdom, embody themselves fully, wake up to what is absolutely possible, because that's when the
Mhm.
possibilities become unlimitless, and listen to their inner guidance. So, those are my two fabulous guests that we have today on the Blissful Living Show. And so, ladies, I'm going to put this question out to you. First of all, thank you for being a guest on the show and taking time to be here with us. I did forget to thank our sponsors, Blissful Living for You, as well as All Day Capo Incorporated, and I'll give them more props later. But I really wanted to get into the nuts and bolts of talking to you ladies. So, Bessie, I want to ask you with regards to Unstoppable. When I came to you with this project, what made you decide to say yes?
So, I don't know if you recall, Rochele, but when you first brought it to me, I said I had to think about it. And you're like, okay, go ahead, do your thing. I understand, but you need a answer in a certain time frame. So I thought about it and I said, do I really want to put, my journey out there to strangers? I mean, some of my relatives do not even know my journey fully. And some of my closest friends do not fully know my journey. So do I really want to, unleash this to strangers? So as I pondered on it, I said, you know what? This can be not only therapeutic for me, but this can actually help other individuals out there who can relate to my story and show them how I am who I am today, which a lot of individuals look up to me like, wow, you're an inventor, how do you do that? You're working full time, you have children, you're doing this, you're doing that. So to a lot of people, they're like, you're unstoppable. You're like, you went to school while you had kids and you was working full time, and how you get your license and your master's degree and all of that while having children and you're so young. So to them, in their eyes, I'm unstoppable. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I do explain my journey and the tools that I use to become who I am today, that can really be inspiring to another person. So that's why I decided to say yes.
I love it because that's so true. There's words and wisdom. What you said is, like what I share in the book, and y'all don't get to know that until you buy the book. But what I share in the book too was something very heartfelt to me that happened to me, and I'm sure if any of my family reads the book, they will not even have. They can't even, I think, visualize what I was going through at that age because I didn't. I didn't share it. I haven't shared it with anybody, like you said, friends, family, really close friends. I think they really know me. There's parts of all of us that people don't know, but
Exactly.
it's the wisdom that we've gained from these very heartfelt instances that have led us to be where we are today and what you shared. So people see us, and I bet you everybody that sees each and every one of us that's in this book think we're unstoppable, but they don't
Yeah.
know the whole story and the whole oomph that we had to go
Yeah.
through to get to where we are today. So thank you for saying yes, because I guarantee your story is going to resonate with a lot of people, and they're going to be reading it and be like, hey, that's me. You know what? And this is what she did. And maybe
Yeah.
if I did a tenth of what she did, I
Yeah.
can move forward, right? So,
Exactly.
Meilin, tell us about you. Now, here you are way over in Germany. And I keep saying way over in Germany, but it is way over in Germany. And, we had a beautiful conversation and you said yes as well. And you didn't really know me. I know you ladies now know me, know I'm a crazy, wild, fabulous girl, but you guys didn't really know me and you said yes, and again, I cannot convey how much that warmed my heart because you didn't know me, you took a chance and you said yes. And so tell me, Meilin, or tell us, why did you say yes?
I did feel you, Rochelle. I felt your purity and the desire really to create the book. And yeah, that you're an unstoppable woman. So it's not just a word that you put on a cover. You're really living it. And when you shared a few people that you had invited, I thought, oh, there's that as well. And it's important to share that with the world. And I believe anyway, all of us humans, we are not fixated. We always move and are flexible beings, and we don't hear that often enough. So I thought that would be a nice way. And I always like writing and bringing out stories of myself, because then it is also an introspective into me. Every time I write, it gives me back something special as I give out to the world something inspirational.
I love it. I loved it. Thank you. I'm glad you felt my energy, because if you felt it way in Germany and I'm here way in San Antonio, Texas, then woo! Watch out,
Yep.
people around me, because I might blow a socket or blow your socket, so to speak. But thank you, thank you, thank you. This is how I am. Anybody watching us or that will see this will know that this is how I am. This is just me. It's just the energy that I bring, and I'm one of those kind of people that I really want to be as authentic as possible. Um, because I've been around so many people that are not authentic, and it's just an icky feeling. It's not my energy, it doesn't vibe with me. And yeah, it's just not a good place to be. So I try to be as authentic as possible, as good, bad, or as indifferent as that may be. When you're dealing with me, you're going to get the real thing, So thank you, ladies. So now I want to go into the whole, without giving things away, but with regards to Unstoppable. When you ladies were going through the writing process for your particular chapter in the book, did you feel that the writing process was therapeutic? And did you feel that it brought something out of you that only at this moment in time that needed to be shared at this moment in time? And I'll start with you first, Meilin.
Yeah, I just had to think about it. It gave me courage to say yes to another book, to my own book. I never written so much as a quad. Yeah, one chapter, and said, "Oh, I can do it." So, next step, I love the challenge of trying something bigger, to step into the uncomfortable. I'm I'm myself, I'm a big woman, or a girl that falls down and gets back up. And that has been my life story. And yeah, it took a while, because as a wisdom carrier, I go really quick into the healing and the teaching. And I thought, no, 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 no. What is a story that I experienced out of my life and I can bring to others, so they can see it and feel it and taste it? And it's not just a lecture. And yeah, it always brings up memories. I feel the things again. This was a big thing for me, what I wrote about. And I also saw how far I have come since the time I had experienced what I've written about.
Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I can't convey it any, better than how you said it, but it's beautiful. And it's funny because as you're writing, you do see like what you're writing about, like me and you and Bessie, where you were and how far you've come, and all the little lessons and steps in between that you may have gone through that may have seemed extremely difficult or challenging at that time. Now as you've been writing your story, you realize that they were challenging, but they only made you stronger and made you more driven to succeed through that challenge. So it's I think it's it's a beautiful therapeutic process anytime you write. But when you can get into your heart and soul and share something about you that maybe you haven't looked at for a while, or you never thought you would ever be sharing, that speaks volumes. So Bessie, what about you? Was the writing process therapeutic for you?
So yes, it was very therapeutic. I mean, I probably cried every time I proofread. Okay.
Wow.
But
Wow.
it was very therapeutic. I was actually in the midst of beginning my own book. And when this opportunity came, I said, okay, this cannot be a coincidence by any means. This is definitely the universe telling me something. So I said, okay, you know what? This is the opportunity. And instead of, dishing everything out in the a larger book, let's just start with a chapter, see how that goes. And then I remember at one of our meetings, it was like, well, sometimes, you have to write everything down, but everything does not have to be published.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to condense it and get to the meat and potatoes of it. And that's enough. And I realized that I was like, this is enough. I don't need a major book about my life. This chapter being condensed and with the meat and potatoes of my life, that's enough. And, we can always do follow-up questions. If anyone have questions they want to follow up with, but for now, that's enough. So that's pretty much how it went in my writing journey. Very therapeutic. And I had to consult with my husband, about some things. And he was like, you sure you want to put all this in there? I'm like, yes. And then I had to also make sure some of my facts were, correct. Because I relived childhood and all the way up to adulthood. So having to go to some key people and make sure everything was proper and explain it to them while I'm asking them this question. They were like, oh, okay, you're really going to talk about that? And I'm like, yeah. So it was definitely like a roller coaster for me, especially of emotions and trying to let people know that's important to me, that this is what I'm doing.
Right. And I think both of you, with regards to what you're sharing, people will get not only from seeing you here and then listening to the podcast interview again, but when they read your chapter in the book, they'll totally have a really, I want to say, divine connection to you because of what we're talking about right now. They'll be wanting to know, well, what did she write about? Well, what did Meilin say? You know what I mean? And they'll go and they'll find this toolbox of goodies, and I like to say nuggets of gold that they can pull out and use in their own lives. Yeah. And I think that's when I talk about it like that, it gives me chills because I wish I had something like that when I was growing up. You know what I mean? I wish I had a book of wisdom, so to speak, and all different sorts of wisdom that I could have pulled out and been like, okay, Shira or Catwoman or whoever did this way and was dealing with it this, and this is what she did. Maybe if I did that, but again, that probably wasn't my journey, which is what led me to this and us being able all to share words of wisdom in this book. So again, divine timing is always perfect. Sometimes we don't understand, but it's always perfect. Yep. Now I want to ask you ladies with regards to Unstoppable, and you both said, you was like something that you wanted to write your own book, and it gave you a taste of what the process is with writing your own book. And so now that you know a little bit more about the process, is this going to lead to you to continuing your journey of exploration with writing your own book, or at least gives you comfortability with knowing that you can just take it chapter by chapter until you get your own book accomplished? Let's start with you, Bessie. What are your thoughts?
I think I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna see how I actually feel once this is out in the public, and then I think I'm gonna take it by ear. But I don't. At this point, I feel like I put so much in my chapter that I do not need to do a major book. But moving forward, I would not mind doing an additional book from where I stopped at my chapter on up as time goes on, as I grow throughout my own journey. I wouldn't mind doing that, years down the line, and explaining, when people want to know, well, this is where you left us at, where are you now? I would not, mind doing a book regarding that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Keep that ideal, girl. Keep it, write it down on a post-it and put it on your wall, because that's an actually really beautiful ideal to take things forward. Meilin, what about you?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I want to write now a book. I wanted to do that for a few decades, but I was always held back from experiences in my school years and a little bit in college. I'm not a writer. I had, D's and F's throughout, and I'm dyslexic. And but something happened a few years ago. I noticed, I can write and I'm able to write. It's maybe because I had many go through their script, because I come with the eyes of a healer. So I have a totally different approach. So that helped me realize. I started with a few ones a few years back, small ones, and then they said, "Whoops, this works." And yeah, and it's also time. I feel the energies and words need to be said, because what you said so beautifully, Rochele, this inspiration, and the most important part of the inspiration and the healing we go through when someone reads words of another woman, when I read words of someone else, they touch me, right? They're medicine. And knowing, oh my God, if she went through, if he went through this, I can do that too. And that I can do that too is very invigorating, has a force to lift us over a huge boulder, right? To move forward or raise us up. And I have learned that myself so often. And yeah, so I'm a big believer now.
I love what
To
you
write.
shared on so many points. For one, again, here you had what is deemed in society as a challenge. You didn't like to write. You got D's and F's in school and writing. You're dyslexic. Those are challenges. And there, I can tell you, there's thousands and thousands of people that have the same experience. But the fact that you're here today sharing that, and that's not even what we're talking about, but sharing that, you never know whose life you may have just touched that may have had the same challenges, and now you've given them the courage to start with just writing a paragraph, or you know what I mean? You've given them the courage to start their own writing journal. That's not what we were trying to do, but that's what I got as you were speaking. And then, the whole having the right timing in all of that. I think as I always say, divine timing is, we never know why, right? You don't know why you picked up that pen and decided to write that particular day, but it was something that you needed to do at that moment that brought you to this moment in time. And it's that journey that you started at that moment and has led you to this moment in time that you're able to share with others that now can relate to the whole aspect of what we're both what we're all talking about, what you two ladies are talking about. So I think in the essence of our conversation, we're having some beautiful moments. I mean, I'm just feeling this really beautiful energy. I think I'm going to have to go to the gym after this to burn something good, because I'm going to blow the negative away. You already know I'm full of energy, so just imagine. But it's just really loving. I just feel like I'm just embraced, and my aura and my light is just beaming with love because of you two, because of being here with you two and your energy. Like, I'm looking at you, Bessie, and your aura is beautiful. It's beautiful. You're radiant. Your skin, you're just beautiful. I mean, and you probably like, girl, I'm just looking like regular, like me. But but the essence in your radiance is beautiful. And then Meilin is radiant as well. I mean, I've got these two radiant, beautiful women with their auras just like the light is just out, right? And here I am just getting this energy. And so it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, I want to take this part of the show because I did promise those that are watching and listening to us that I would let you ladies share what you do. And so I think it's important that people listening to the show understand that, you guys, you're not just sitting around waiting for projects. You're busy women, right? We got someone way across on the other side of the world that's taking her time to share with us right now. So let's go ahead and I'm going to say, Meilin, you start and tell the world of listeners what you really, really do. I mean, I read your bio, you've got phenomenal stuff, but only you can say what you really, really do by your words, and that essence and that energy will just flow out of you so effervescently. So I know you can do it, and I know you've already done it. So please share with us what you do.
Yeah, so calming, bringing peacefulness within a person through the words, my presence, and just the intention of living who I am. And that means to live my beauty. This is very important, to live my truth in the most purest form, and to support others to see their beauty. And that's very hard, I've learned. And beauty in the largest sense possible. And then, because I have the landscape architect in me, the nature lover, is then together we can see the gorgeousness of our planet and create a lot of change and have a different relationship to myself, to someone else, and then to everything else existing.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And as you were saying, the beauty, and it's like that's what I felt. But the calm, as soon as you said the word calm, my energy was just like, I'm still energetic, but it was not out of the container. It's back like, okay, calming energy that I can utilize to ebb and flow. That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. And I'm sure that
Thank you.
everybody listening and seeing you felt it as well. Now, Bessie, tell us, you Miss Inventor girl, what
Yes.
you do.
So for 10 years, I was a social worker for the city of Philadelphia, and still currently a licensed social worker, helping children and their families reunify, stay together, providing services to their families. And I am additionally an inventor, and I create unique baby products. I have 3 provisional patent applications and 5 trademarks. I might have 7 trademarks now, to be honest. I won't stop. I can't stop.
Unstoppable.
Yes,
Yes.
unstoppable.
Ah!
Who will make me nice? Yes. So that's definitely the avenue that I'm going down permanently now, which is just being in the baby product industry, creating great things for parents, for children, for babies. I actually have an affirmation plushie for children, so they can also try to live their dreams and bring it to life as well. Something positive, not just a regular toy, but something that they can actually, be positive about and live their dreams. Start teaching children at a young age to affirm that they will, and greatness. So that's what I've been doing now full time, is my inventions and my creativity. Just keep working on it.
I love it. I love it. And so we have this beautiful essence of Meilin, who brings calmness to us and allows us to really love the beauty that we have within ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Bessie, who develops these beautiful products that start at babyhood. That's not a word, but baby, infant, during the infant stage,
Yeah.
that allows them to develop these beautiful. Like I didn't hear about affirmations until I was grown and already
Right.
doing stuff. Right.
Exactly.
Just think if I would have heard about affirmations as a child growing up in the hood, that whatever I may have seen growing up,
Yeah.
was what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But you're taking it. So we've got we're taking them at the babies and we're implementing things into them that's going to help them in their life more positively. And everything that starts with an infant kind of stays with them as you keep going through life. And then we have Meilin that just teaches people how to really love the beauty that's within themselves and do it in a calming way. I love it. Just 2 beautiful souls here with us today, sharing just words of wisdom and what they do and how they give unconditionally and how they're here to serve you by sharing their stories in the book Unstoppable, Being Fierce, Fearless, and Unfuckwithable. I get tongue twisted with that word every time. Unfuckwithable in life and business. Now, ladies, I want you to share one message, whatever it is, a message, inspiration, something, a teaser for your chapter, anything that you want to share with the listening audience and the viewing audience that is going to, one, entice them to want to pick up the book, 2, invite and entice them to want to reach out and find out more about you and what you do, and 3, that will give them something that they can take away, like a little nugget of gold that they can cherish from this moment that they're spending time with us. And they will definitely, I know, relish the nugget of gold that you share and will be forever connected with you all. So, Bessie, we'll let you go first. What would you like to say?
I just want to encourage everyone that when you feel like the odds are stacked up against you, stay on the course, stay focused, and you will beat them.
Yes.
That is it.
Yes. And Meilin, what would you like to say?
That we're not alone. That we have always a team with us, maybe not humans, but then you have nature to support you, or ancestors, or whatever, to friends, and they'll help you move forward.
I love it. I love it. So there you have it. We have the two beautiful ladies from the book Unstoppable, being fierce, fearless, unfuckwithable in life and business. And they've been so generous to share their time with us today, share their inspiration, their words of wisdom, why they said yes, exhibited how they are unstoppable. Um, I don't think that you could get any more essence of what we've got in this book that's coming out next month. I don't think you can get any more beautiful essence than what these two ladies gave to us today from their heart and soul. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You forever are in my heart and soul, forever, forever,
Thank
forever,
you.
forever. And to the listeners out there, look, you got two bad women right now that are unstoppable. You need to find out. You need to, first of all, subscribe to this podcast. Second of all, click on their links and find out more about them. Third of all, reach out to them if you want their assistance with anything that they do. And lastly, you need to ask them how and when and how soon they can get this book and become a part of their world so that they can help elevate you. The whole goal of this is to unite women around the world. And we do that a little bit at a time. And so every little bit helps to unify us around the world. We already started that. I'm in the central part of the United States. Bessie's on the east. Meilin is in the far, well, that's the far east is the Orient. She's in Germany. So we're already
On the way there.
right? We're almost in front of you. We just need a few more dots of y'all around us to join us and connect. But it really is about unifying us in an unstoppable manner so that we can be the change agents to change the world to make it a better place. And these two ladies started this off. So I want to thank you, ladies, again, from the bottom of my heart for joining me today here on Blissful Living. And there will be a link as to how you can connect with them in the show's information. I want to thank our sponsors of the show, Blissful Living for You. And you can connect with Blissful Living for You at Blissful Living, the number 4, the letter U.com, as well as All Day Cable Incorporated at alldaycableinc.com. And I don't really have any last words. I don't want to mess up anything that these ladies have shared, the beauty of their last words. So I'm just going to say until next time, I am Rochele Marie Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous. And of course, I want you to go pick up this book. So you definitely need to stay tuned and look for our Facebook stuff. But not only that, I want all of you to be really joyful and have love and peace in your heart, not only for yourself, but for those around you and even for those that you don't love and care about. Because the more you can change that energy into a more positive energy, the easier it is for us to want to get through this COVID stuff, but two, to embrace the love and differences that we all have in our societies in a harmonistic and balanced way. So thank you all for listening. I'm wishing you wellness to your mind. Wellness to your body and your mind, peace to your soul, and tranquility to your spirit. And until next time, this is the Queen of Feeling Fabulous, Rochele Marie Lawson, saying goodbye for now.
Bye. Thanks for your vision. Bye-bye.